with the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got 42 jet bombers. 42 jet bombers. 36, 38, exit. 5.
Now Jones to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. From the 17, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He's airing it out for Williams. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This pass finds its way to Williams, and they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge offensive line.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Devin Bush. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. He sat there waiting for him and made the play.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. James now to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. That one goes for 24 yards. On the draw, this will be Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a pickup of 17 there. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On first and 10, Jones. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Throwing Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando LFs. And he's going to go down again. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Jones. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 85 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as a quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter. So how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about a stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass, okay, that's cool. But he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that.
Like 80.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger with a catch made by Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 26. Roethlisberger now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it'll be second down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Dawson's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Jones, a final shot before break. He's airing it out for Williams, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get it done. Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start. Their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Ready? 30.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Staying on the ground with Samuels. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
All right, now, slack 20s.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Slack it.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
Like 80.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On the return, it's James. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his... Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? From the 41, Jones. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not...
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Freeman again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the accuracy lacking there for Zuerlein. It's off to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That throw good for 4. It's second down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Come on, fellas.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Jones. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Look at me. Score, score. Ready?
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Jones now throwing on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And
so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
On plays like this where the ball comes free,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jones operating from the gun. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, better. Whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it.